Hello everybody. How are y'all doing? Hope everybody's had a good weekend. It is Monday, June 6th, and we are back from New York. We had a great time, such a fun time. Busy week, and it's taken this long. Seriously, I feel like I'm still not caught up. I didn't expect for there to be this much, excuse me, catch up afterwards, but super fun. And I have a bunch of stuff I still have to get done today, but I thought, I want to get on and make a quick video just to kind of connect with everybody and see how you guys are doing and let you know what my stats are. Sorry, I got an itch. I definitely gained on my trip, which I sort of expected to do. When I left, we went on a bus tour. We drove from Minnesota down to Michigan with a friend of ours in her van, and that took us all day, and then stayed overnight in Michigan, and then got on a bus and drove overnight out to New Jersey. And we were out there until the following Sunday night. Then Sunday night we got back on the bus, drove overnight back to Michigan, spent the night in Michigan, and then drove back home. So I knew there was going to be a lot of riding, of course. And my goal was to not totally blow everything, and to try to make choices based on how I would feel, because I didn't want to feel gross the entire trip. I know, I don't know if I've shared this before, and maybe it's TMI for some of you, but I was diagnosed with irritable bowel syndrome when I was 17. And most people that suffer with irritable bowel, well, my dad had colitis, okay, and colitis suffers usually, it's more on the constipation side. Well, my dad and I definitely were on the other side. Neither one is good. They both are very miserable. But it's tough to be on vacation, similar to Crohn's, as in that you're always looking for a bathroom. So my big goal for this trip was that I wanted to feel good on the trip, and I didn't want to be hunting for a bathroom. Well, pretty much since I've started Weight Watchers, my irritable bowel syndrome is gone. In fact, I tend to go the opposite direction now, more towards where it's harder sometimes, which again, I'm sorry if this is TMI, but I knew I probably wouldn't be so bad running for a bathroom, but I didn't know, because you don't know what you're going to eat. You're in a different spot when you're away from home. It's always worse. So my goal was, I knew I couldn't have too specific of a plan or I was going to be frustrated. So I just was going to try and eat according to how it was going to make me feel. Well, that being said, we were on a bus tour, and so the schedule was not ours. We ran late for things. We had times where we didn't have a choice. The food that was there was was included in the tour. It's just, it is what it is. So, as far as how I felt, though, I felt great on the entire trip. I was really happy with that. I didn't overeat. I didn't stuff myself. I had pop one time, as we Midwesterners call it, or soda to some of you. I had a Coke one day because they ran out of water bottles on the bus, and that somebody else really wanted the water. So anyways, I had a Coke one day. And I did have some, we had, I think I talked about this, we were going to do New York cheesecake. We did New York pizza. I had a cannoli. Actually, Jeff got the cheesecake, and I just had a bite of it. And I ate the cannoli. Funny thing, it was good, but it wasn't that good. The cheesecake was better. Anyways, long story short, I did end up gaining on my weight tracker. We'll check it here. So I was not near a scale on, it would have been Monday the 30th. Tuesday was the day we came home, so I didn't technically get to weigh in last week until Wednesday the 1st. And on Wednesday the 1st, when I weighed in, I was up 2.2 pounds from my last weigh-in. I was 170 on the dot, which was a 2.2 pound gain as of last Wednesday. So this morning, and Wednesday morning, I got up. I had just decided I was back on track. I was going to track all my food. The hard part was, which I did do that, the hard part was Wednesday I had to leave here and drive 25 minutes one way to get groceries, and I had cracked a nail on the bus that I needed to have fixed. So I had to leave the house on Wednesday. I was really hoping to hang around home, but obviously we were out of anything good, no produce, no anything. So I left the house Wednesday to get groceries. Thursday and Friday I had to work. Saturday morning we had some activities that we needed to take care of, and Sunday morning was yesterday was services in the morning. So it's been really kind of a dead run since we got back, and of course the time that I'm at home is like catching up on laundry and bookkeeping and business calls and all kinds of other things. So it has been a crazy stretch. And even on my work days, we clean houses for a living, and you'd think I would have gotten my steps every single day, but I didn't. I didn't get my steps every day. And even out in New York, I had expected that I would have gotten my steps every single day. Only one day in New York did I go past the 10,000 steps. So, and that was in the evening. So anyways, I'm kind of rambling on, but so Wednesday morning, I did start back with my tracking. I stayed within my points, generally around my 30, maybe 31, 32, or 33, maybe a little bit one or two of the days, but for the most part stayed around my 30. Did what I could for exercise, but again, it was catch-up time and didn't have a ton of time. But I'm happy to say as of this morning, I was 168.3. So 1.7 down. I mean, that means basically I've got about, what is that? About a half a pound left until I get back to my lowest that I was 2 weeks ago. So absolutely no complaints. It was a great trip. We had such a good time. We met new people. We saw some old friends that we haven't seen for years. And when I get savvy enough, I guess I was able to insert a picture last time. I will put up some pictures and make a little video with some of the pictures and the good times that we had. It was just such a great time. I do want to mention kind of my food for thought this week, just because I'm coming off of the heels of this. So we left, I'm just going to look at my calendar here. We left for the trip on Monday, May 23rd. Okay, and yesterday was June 5th. So we're talking 2 weeks. For 2 weeks, I've done 0 running. I haven't done any of my body challenge, like the squats and the different things and whatever. Obviously walking in New York City. But I have to say, the one thing that I have realized is that I need exercise. I am not myself. By yesterday morning and afternoon, I was kind of a basket case. My husband and I, he kind of talked me through it or whatever. I just feeling like a blob. That's what I told him. I feel like a blob. Emotionally, mentally, physically. Felt like a blob. Even though I had been eating good since I got home, it just proves to me, and when I started this journey this time, of course this has been years, you know, my whole life, but when I started in December, and I have it written down in my journal, I started specifically with a twofold purpose. One was Weight Watchers to lose weight, but I joined the gym also, and I decided I was going to become an active person for reasons separate than my weight loss. Obviously, it helps with the weight loss. It helps in so many ways with the weight loss. But number one is my self-worth, I don't say self-worth, but just how you feel about yourself. Well, that's self-worth, I guess. And it affects how I feel about everybody else that's around me. So it's proof to me that I have to work at not feeling guilty. For as moms, you know, we're guilted. We guilt ourselves over everything. Do not feel guilty for taking the time that you need on a weekly, even a daily basis to exercise, because mentally It's unbelievable. My husband was so sweet. He said, "Well, let's go for a walk." So after lunch, we went for a walk yesterday. And I don't know how far we did. We were walking past the park while the kids were playing back and forth down the street. And I was kind of done at one point. He says, "Let's go one more time. Let's do it one more time." And we walked back and down one more time. And it was like just the push that I needed to start feeling good again. So it's like all these things in life, you get home and your brain is just going crazy with all these things that have to get done, and you just feel overwhelmed and you feel like paralyzed. I can't do anymore. The exercise helps my brain. Between doing that and a brain dump, have you ever heard of brain dump? Sit down and write down everything that's coming into your brain. Those two things I did yesterday, and I feel like a different person. So I journaled about that yesterday, a couple of pages, just about how really truly important that is, the exercise part of it. And it does motivate me to get back into my running the best that I can. I'm not going to be obsessive about it. It's not like I'm going to run, a marathon 2 weeks from now. I have to be realistic, because if I'm not realistic, I'm not going to follow through with it. So I've decided I'm going to go back to my couch to 5K and work back up towards the 10K training again. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's okay. But the activity really is a big thing. Hi, Bootsy. Come on. You want to say hi? Punky got to say hi last time. This is our baby Bootsy. Say hi. Yeah, she's a sweetheart. So anyways, that's my rant for today. I was going to make a quick video and we're almost 12 minutes. I hope you all have had a fabulous couple of weeks. The other thing I've noticed about myself is that I use the word fabulous too much. In watching back my videos, that is like, and now you're going to notice it. I'm sorry. Anyways, I hope you guys have had a great couple of weeks. Here's to the first part of summer, a good week, stay active. Get out there and play with your kids. Do something fun. We got this. All right, you guys. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.